Greetings everyone, and welcome back to the Pale Beyond. Last time we had quite the feud going, but seems like everything should be fine now. And yeah, it's early in the morning, still basically nighttime. So let's check out around camp. We seem to have some sort of event happening here. So let's speak with Hammond. Captain, about what happened last week. Sorry. Okay, well, I mean, that's nice. Seems like we have some sort of event happening with the furnace. Dogs should be fine. Scouting post, we have the penguins. And nothing seems to be going on here, so let's check up on the furnace. She needs fuel for the work for the week. It does indeed. Lock down camp and prepare for winter. Okay. Interesting. So feed the furnace. So do I have to do that? I don't think I have to. Anyway, let's check up on the requests then and see about that. We do also have to take care of quite a few people. Oh. Well, I guess we have no requests. Not sure if that's how it was supposed to go, but well, it did, so let me take my penguin really quickly, then we'll see if we can take any more. And we can call the crew for dinner at the furnace again. Anything in the medical tent? We have a conversation. You ever get into a fight? Are you still thinking about last week? Aye, well, have you? Once. Back in my school days. What? Really? Well, I didn't intend to. I got dragged into one, somehow. How did it go? Not well. Okay, well. Seems fair enough. It still appears that nothing major is happening. So I guess we can assign people to the medical tent at least. Let's do that. And let's go to the med bay. So I definitely want him getting fixed up. I want this guy because he's malnourished. And we can just put two freezing guys. So let's go with the... I wanna go with the... I guess it doesn't matter because we'll cure the others with the engineers by raising the temperature. So that should be fine. I guess I'm deciding which ones I don't need at the moment, and I guess a scout is not that important since we are not doing that many hunts, or we are not scouting as much. There we go, these guys should be getting cured. Let's go to the furnace. Are you just gonna keep standing there or give us something to burn? Let's raise the temperature. That should cure two people. These two people from freezing. There we go. Now the scientists are fine. And anything else to do? How are hunts looking? Nothing major. I guess I do need to scout if I want to hunt more. We'll see about that though. Let's put a crew for dinner, I guess. Maybe let's add some fuel to the furnace first, just in case. Because I'm quite low at the moment. Oh, this cures people of freezing if you burn it. This seems quite useful. This is pretty much equal parts food and fuel. So let's go with the penguins for now. Or, well, actually, let's go with the seals. But we were adding food, so let's burn all the seals. That's gonna give us some fuel. And yeah, I didn't see this. I wouldn't have assigned the engineers if I knew this was curing freezing. So let's add some penguins to the furnace as well. That should be good. Keep us above 50. Let's feed the furnace. There we go. And other than that, I suppose we can call the crew for dinner. Don't think there's anything else happening around camp. Let's assign some people to take from the penguins before dinner, just in case the option isn't there afterwards. So let's go with that one. And I can probably assign my scientists to that instant cure thing. But we'll see if we can find a good hunt opportunity. Let's get dinner done first. The crew have had their meal. Or the crew have their meal, I should say. Dinner is shared and stories are traded. And we have the evening. Okay. So, doctor, good evening. Something on your mind? I was curious. You've been awfully quiet after, well, last week's scrap-up. Your visits have been scarce, and you've kept to your own at dinner. Well, I suppose I am still licking my wounds, proverbially speaking. Last week's incident was something of an embarrassment. Well, I just wanted to check in, see if you were okay. I'll be fine. Just need to settle this down pride of mine. Thank you, son. Doctor? Oh, you're welcome, I suppose. Okay, so they're going along nicely. Or getting along nicely, I should say. Over here we have Junior. Hunting season seems to be winding down. It would seem. We likely have a handful more weeks before the wildlife begins to clear up. Do you ever share your rations with the dogs? They do the hunting, after all. Only right they reap some of the spoils. They have their own rations. I'm sure they'd prefer my cooking to that broth. You may try them. I won't stop you. Okay. And we have 3 more conversations happening over here. We have Tashi. Summer's winding down. We hunkering down soon? Most likely. Still have a few more weeks to spare at this camp. Eager to get going. I mean, still don't feel like I have an adequate stockpile. But yeah, let's go with the non-committal option. Eager to get going? Aye. Okay. Then we have Grimley over here. You got close to shore quick. I was designated by our benefactor to be the second officer on this expedition. I was simply doing my duty. Aye, sure. Okay, so he's a bit suspicious of Templeton, I suppose. Kasha? Command, a question. I told you, I'm not getting quoted in your bloody report. Calm down, it's not about you. You worked with Mr. Templeton before, yes? Regrettably? You happen to know his age? It wasn't listed in the records, and estimating based on appearance is difficult. He's younger than he looks, that's all I know. Okay, that's interesting. Why wouldn't it be on the record? Anything happening with Kurt? Nope, he's sleeping. Bordeaux? She's resting as well. We have Hammond. Okay, nothing there. Junior. I'm gonna call it a night. That's fine. Templeton. Okay, so is he. Grimley. It seems like everyone is done for the day. How about these two? Captain, there's something I want to ask of you. Something difficult. If I don't make it back to land, someone will have to tell my family. Face to face, not through a letter from the benefactor. And I wanted to come from someone I trust. Would you? Of course, as captain, it would be my duty. You ask too much of me. I'll do better and ensure you see your family again. Sure, let's accept that. Of course. As captain, it would be my duty. It's not your duty as captain. I know you don't have to do that. So, thank you. It would be a great favor. I trust you. Okay, that's nice. You need to finish developing. Okay, so she doesn't have anything to do. So we have 6 available people. Let's check up on that scouting map. So we have some small penguins, but not really much of a hunt, is it? How about we scout one of those? I mean, it's not like I'm short on dogs, so it doesn't matter which one I choose. We seem to be heading this way, so I guess let's scout this one. See what we have there. We have some fish. Interesting. Could definitely be useful. Let's send 4 people to fish. We'll send you. Send the scientists. Actually, do I want to... I don't think the cure-all thing is that important. So let's go with that. I can go fishing. And we need to send someone to be interviewed by Cordell. So that way we can recover some of that decorum, which is starting to go down by quite a bit. There we go. And that's everyone ready for this evening. We still have this option of basically locking down camp. I think I will wait at least one more week before doing that. So yeah, let's end it, shall we? Just need to check the captain's tent. Okay, so I think I covered pretty much everything. Bit of a short week. Let's see how the night goes. So we'll go with the standard, half rations, half fuel. And our decorum will drop, but we don't really have the stockpile to afford not doing it, so... How many freezing people do we get? Because we can cure them with those seals, so shouldn't be too much of a problem. We are getting quite a few people getting cured, so that's good. We still have 2 freezing so far just from the half fuel. So there we go, one from the fish is freezing. Second one that is freezing. Ransda has been malnourished. Okay, it doesn't appear too bad. This is quite manageable. I guess we're doing 2 weeks this episode, since this one was quite short. And let's check how things are doing. So I have -1 to available crew. Not sure why that is. Who's missing? But, I'm not entirely sure who is missing, but anyway. Let me just go and take my penguin real quick. So that's nice. And let's overhear this conversation. Mr. Templeton, would you happen to know if Kurt has any children of his own? I believe he does. Several. I understand his oldest son is a lecturer, natural histories at Granford. Why do you ask? Well, I noticed he tends not to mention any family. It's hardly either of our business, Doctor. Right. Apologies for my curiosity. Yeah, he does appear to have some sort of undisclosed issue there, but it's kinda hard to speculate. How about Hammond? What are we waiting around for, Captain? Can't keep up like this much longer. Winter's coming. We'd better cover up before the cold takes us. Yeah, I think this is gonna be our last week. We're definitely gonna be moving after this. So... suppose... let's check up on this tent. Nothing there. And we have the request tent where we can take requests. Suppose let's do that. Manage this week. And then we'll be on our way. Okay, so I guess no requests again. That tends me to believe that we should be moving out soon. Let's send some people to get the penguins. Actually, before I do that, let's manage some of these other things. Anything in this tent? Doesn't look like it. I'm not sure if I want to assign engineers to pure freezing. I think I should be able to handle it with the doctor. It depends how many people we can get out on the hunt. So we can call the crew for dinner, the hoshpot, the furnace. Let's call them in for dinner. The crew have their meal. Dinner is shared and stories are traded. Okay, so we have quite a few conversations happening. Yorick III, we've been preparing for winter all afternoon. How fares your engineers? Dick gives a silent nod. Good to hear. Okay. Here's to the cold being kind. Yes, not the very talkative type. Mr. Darling, it seems some of the crew have been curious regarding your family. Oh, is that so? How is your eldest? I recall him beginning to work at Granford while I had one foot out the door. Henry, he's been having a whale of a time. Last I heard, he was beginning to settle down, start a family. Perhaps he already has. I should speak to him again once we return. Something to look forward to. Okay, over here. We're closing up for winter soon, I understand. Aye. Something on your mind, Stoke? They're still out there, somewhere. Oh, Captain Hunt and the guys. Yeah, they are. You have to let these things go eventually, lad. We'll see. Okay, over here we have gnomes talking to one of the scientists. So, you say it's going to get colder from here. Indeed, we've been tracking the dates, and we've approached the end of summer. Winter is fast approaching. Shit, it's cold enough already. Yes, I dread what lies ahead of us. Well, maybe you're wrong. Maybe the winter will hold. It would be a mercy, but I rather doubt that. Yeah, same man, same. How about here? Oi, Junior. What is it, Ron? You were talking about us hiding under some canvas all winter. Is that true? We'll need it too soon. Can't let ourselves get swallowed up in the snow. We've enjoyed the summer long as we can. Do we really have to? Ah, not looking forward to waiting around in the cold, eh? No, I can. It's just, do we really have to? Ah, yes, we do. We do indeed. And over here at Cordell, winter's here. Yes, the pack are eager to move to a new location. I'm afraid we will be staying put for quite a while. Here's hoping they can sit still for a few months. My dogs will manage. The crew, I have some faith they will as well. I'm worried about how our equipment keeps, more than anything. More so than the crew themselves. Losing our equipment dooms us all, your dogs included. Practical mind, it's rather appreciated. Aye, thought you'd understand. And let's check upon everyone. So Kurt seems like he has nothing to say. Same for Cordell. Same for Hammond. How about Junior? Okay, nothing there. Templeton. Okay, nothing there. And finally, Grimley. Same there. Maybe in the medical tent, these two. Oh, there's a conversation. Doctor, did you happen to have a hobby of collecting insects as a child? As a matter of fact, I did. I grew up by the countryside, so I often prowled the forest before and after school. The prize of my collection was a stag beetle. I would show it off to anyone who inquired. Sadly, they only lived for 7 years, just as I was growing out of the pastime. But why do you ask? No reason, I just had a suspicion. You seem the sort. I know better than to ask for elaboration. Okay. So, nothing there. And nothing there. Okay. So, I guess let's assign everyone to their jobs. And then we can prepare to leave. So, I want to start off with the scouting. Actually, what I'm going to start off with is feeding the furnace. So, let's dump all of those COs in. And that should cure 3 people of their freezing, so that's quite good. So let's go with that. Also gets us some nice fuel supply. And let's also feed the hoshpot, so we're above 50 at least. So let's go with some of those penguins. And in fact, I think I'll probably go with something like this. So we are above 75 as well. So that's looking good. Decorum is a bit low, but what can you do really? Let's assign some people to gathering up those penguins. I think the scientists will do fine. We get those penguins. Because that's probably the last chance we'll get. And I still have one person that is freezing, but we'll see what we can do about that. Let's go to the scouting post. And I do have a limited supply of dogs. So these scouts down there only take 3 dogs. I guess let's start off with them. And we have just some science. And science again, that's disappointing. Well, I do have one more shot. Come on, don't disappoint me. It's fish. Okay. Not terrible, not terrible. Well, I suppose we can send some of the dogs hunting penguins, which means I will need to add 3 fish to the hosh pot. So that's gonna be 3 fish. There we go. We recover our dogs. Let's feed the hosh. And I still have one person that is currently freezing. I can fix that by assigning one of the engineers, I suppose. However, that would mean I have to sacrifice one person on the hunt. I think the penguins I'll send 3 people to. Let's send these 3 hunt penguins. And we'll send 4 people to fish. Like so. So that should be good. And get ourselves a bunch of fish. And as for camp, we'll set one of the engineers to cure this person of their freezing. And we'll send the other person to conduct an interview so we can get some decorum back. Like so. And there we go. Let's lock down camp and prepare for winter. I think we'll still go with half rations and half fuel. And that's gonna cost me quite a bit of decorum, but I think I can still afford that. So that's gonna be the end of week 21. Let's see how things go. All my crew is good. The dogs are rested, the long winter continues. Quite a few people becoming freezing. So that's gonna be something we'll have to deal with in the next episode. Okay, 5 so far, 6. I assume the winter has a lot to do with this. We have 1 person malnourished. Overall, I would say not too terrible. Could have definitely been worse. So, yeah, that's gonna do it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. And make sure to subscribe so you don't miss out the next video. But for now, I just want to see... Okay, so this seems to be the end of this act, so I'll be ending the video. See you next time.